Hello everyone and welcome back to the Arundel Raceway. I just thought I'd go through a few things on my track for you. Alright, so I thought I'd go through how I've actually made this track. I am a complete and utter bodger. I have pretty much bodged this whole thing using, the only thing I actually bought I think was the baseboard. I originally made it all out of trellis and it was all over there in a sort of triangle just with some random trellis put down and then balanced on it, and then I've made it a more permanent and a bit of a better job. But the only thing I actually bought was the baseboard. Everything else I have just sort of bodged with bits I've got lying around, bits of wood and etc. So the actual main bit is 1.2 meters depth. So from here to there, I think it's like 8 foot by 4 foot or 2 by 4 or something like that in feet and inches. In meters it's 2.4 meters lengthways and 1.2 that way. It's like a standard bit of wood that you buy from any DIY place. That's the baseboard for the main bit, but that actually ends here, and then this bit is a half segment of half of this board, a quarter size of it, so it's 60 wide, and then again the 1.2 that way. I think it's 1.2 meters, so 120 centimeters that way, and that's just bolted on at the end to fit the extra little bit. Everything up the top, this is just an old bit of wood that I think my neighbour had left over after doing some work in their garden. I think it may even be like a scaffolding board or something. So again, I just cleaned it up a bit and stuck it on there, and everything is held up with just shelf supports. That's all it is, drilled into the wall. Again, another bit of wood down there. That was an old shelf in the old house I had in my office. I just cut up to fit. So there's a join here, and again it's all just shelf boards, and obviously at a slight downwards angle to make it go down. Again, that's an old shelf there, so you can see I've really bodged it up. Another bit of old shelf here. This bit I did actually go out, actually I lied when I say I bought that. I bought this as well because this, I had wasted space there, and obviously I wanted car storage. So again, this is just a bit of wood, a couple of pieces of wood, again shelving holding it on, a bit of wood here just to support it, and it's sitting on this old DVD case, which actually holds all my boxes for all the cars I've got. That's my box storage area. So that's an old DVD case. It's sitting on that. This baseboard again, it's sitting on top of that. It's got the hinges around the sides. That's why I wouldn't want to lean here, because I wouldn't want to put my weight on the supports. It's hinges, or it's the hinges, it's the shelf supports all the way along the back, and again it's then just sitting, it's resting on chest of drawers here, and then I've got again a support here, so it's all along the back there. It's the shelf supports, as you can see there, but under here as well. And then when it gets to this bit that I added on at the end, this I've done sort of a proper job. If you have a look under here, again it was wood I had in the house, so it's best. This is the storage part of the garage. You can't see it because I cut a bit of wood up to make it a bit neater at that end. You can see it's fixed onto the wall there, so I've just used wood and built a little frame for it to go on, and this then just slid on top into place, obviously cut to go around the bit of the wall that sticks out, and there you go. And again, everything else up there is just bodged. There's one bit of shelving there, and then these gaps I've just sort of filled in with bits hanging on, but it does the job. And there is a support structure similar to that little pole going down there, and then I've made the bridge. That's actually completely separate. That's just a bit that's stuck on, and then another one that side to make the bridge look like it's going through a tunnel. And then it's been sceneried up. So yeah, that's my bodge job area there. Other bodgy jobs I've done, all the scenery is pretty bodgy, and that's just in inflatable foam and then painted grey. Obviously I've got to do some more work, make it look a bit nicer. Again, on the volcano, the astroturf, just leftover astroturf I've got, I just cut to shape. There's some more around here because that looks quite nice, fills in the gap. This stuff I'm quite proud of. Again, it's foam that you get when you you know, you buy something. This stuff, it comes in, I've just got loads of it, keep it to hand. I just again cut it to shape, painted it, stuck it in there, got a nice bit of curve going on, there's a bit of curve there. Again, I filled in the gaps here, not a brilliant paint job, but filled in the curves and then in the edges there. I know you can buy inserts for that bit, but I made my own. A few things I did that I was really proud of was I actually cut these curbs to fit into the gap there, and that is a really snug fit there. I was really proud of that one. That one didn't go too well, there's a bit of a gap. Obviously that Pirelli bit needs sticking back in. Yeah, so that's all that. And then these, so I needed something to put these in, and obviously I probably will do a proper job at some point, but I suddenly noticed I had these leftover guttering hooks for downpipes, and I noticed that these sort of sat on them quite nicely, so I stuck these in, and then obviously because of the width they did have a habit of turning and falling out, so I've just got some masking tape wrapped around it, and that holds them quite nicely in place. I've only got 3 because the blue one I tend to slot into the top drawer. Yeah, so size of my track, 2 meters that way, 0.4 plus 60, obviously cut off a little bit in a curve there, so you're looking at that's 3 meters pretty much, isn't it? Going straight along, mental maths there. 1.2 depth, but then you've got the overhang, and then this goes the entire width of the actual building, which is a little garage, so whatever a standard garage width is, a little bit bigger than a regular sized car. Wide, and again track number, I'll do a quick count and I'll get back to you. Right, so it's 59 pieces. Obviously these longer pieces I've counted as 1, these shorter pieces I've counted as 1, the double pieces there I just counted as 2, so it's actually a lot more than I thought. I said 39 on the last video, it's actually 59, or I've already forgotten the number I just counted, so it's whatever I said first of all. Yeah, so it's a pretty big track, but it's not taking up a hell of a lot of space, because my idea is to have 4 people standing. Although I've got a 6-car power base, I think it's very, very hectic on a 2-lane circuit to have 6 cars. 4 is probably a bit too much as well. You really need 3 or 4 lanes to do higher numbers, personally. So I've designed this to just run on 4 cars, which is why I've only got the 4 hand throttles in there. I suppose I could do pace cars, which I might do, but I'm not really massively into that. So yeah, this sofa's here at the moment. It will eventually go back in the house. It's here as storage because we don't need it in the house at the moment. So it's just there, and again my son jumps up and down on it and plays on it, but the idea is that this would be just standing space, so it wouldn't be as cramped as it is at the moment. And then I've just got all the car storage at the back, the little display cabinet there, the screen. So again, screen's got a long HDMI cable going through the track underneath, and then pops up just down there. So there's a bit of wiring. I need to hide all this because it's a bit messy, going to the laptop to run the SSDC. And then I've got speakers as well, so you get old Murray Walker shouting at you. So yeah, this is my track. I like it, I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's good. I'm having a lot of fun, and yeah, these I made. I think I spoke about them in the first video. I just ripped all the pictures off the internet and just made them up, and then printed them off and laminated them, and then a bit of blue tack. Although the blue tack's not holding well for those wires at the moment, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to have to do something else with them. I found some cocktail sticks. Where are they? These. Oh, I got these at a pub, and I stole a lot of them. And the other day I went to Wimpy, and the burger was spiked with one as well. And what I was thinking, maybe make a cut here, bend this bit down and turn them into a lamppost, and maybe attach the LED strips in places to the top of them and have a little, I don't know, any advice, please let me know. But that's what I'm thinking, so that's my next little mini project. Yeah, so yeah, thanks again for watching.